Hey there, friends. It's me, your host from the Archive of Hidden Facts, Svetlana. Today, we're diving into the bottomless darkness of space and unraveling one of the most mysterious figures in the night sky. Picture this. You step out onto your balcony, you look up, and there she is, the moon, hanging there like a giant eyeball, staring right back at you. Why is she always staring? Is it a romantic serenade or some sneaky alien conspiracy? In our section, Hidden Facts in Astronomy and Space, we're exposing the secrets behind her eternal voyeurism. Hold on tight. There'll be plenty of facts, intrigue, revelations, and of course, a sprinkle of space humor to keep you hooked. Ready? Let's go. First, let's rewind to how it all began. I was sitting in my cozy little studio, sipping coffee under the moonlight, and I thought to myself, Svetlana, the moon is like that clingy ex who always knows exactly where you are. Ha ha, sounds familiar, right? But seriously, why does she always show us the same old face? This isn't a coincidence, folks. It's called synchronous rotation, one of the coolest hidden facts in astronomy. The moon rotates on its axis in exactly the same time it takes to orbit the Earth, 27.3 days. Imagine you're dancing with a partner, but you're always facing them. That's the moon and Earth. Why does this happen? Well, exposure number 1. Earth's gravity locked the moon in this position billions of years ago. If it weren't for that, we'd see different sides every night. The night sky would be like a slideshow of craters and seas. But nope, she stubbornly stares at us, like she's saying, I see you, little human. Now let's talk about the phases. This is where the real intrigue begins. You think the moon changes shape? Like a chameleon? Ha! Nope, it's just an illusion, created by sunlight and our perspective. New moon. The moon sits between Earth and the sun. Its lit side is turned away from us, complete darkness. Perfect time for espionage. Waxing crescent, she turns slightly, and we catch a tiny sliver of light. First quarter, half lit, like the moon is winking at us. Hey, I'm here. Waxing gibbous. Almost full, but not quite. Full moon. Boom. The whole disk is blazing. She's staring at you, like you're a Hollywood star. Then comes waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and back to new moon again. The cycle takes 29.5 days, because Earth is also racing around the sun, adding a couple of extra days to the moon's orbit. Here's the big reveal. Most people think the phases happen because Earth's shadow falls on the moon. Wrong. It's simply how the sun lights up half a sphere, and we see it from different angles. The joke? If the moon were a pizza, the phases would be like eating it slice by slice. But here's the thing, it never runs out. But wait, this is only the beginning. Why is the moon a stalker? Because it influences us more than you think. Fact, it causes tides. The moon's gravity pulls the oceans, creating water bulges up to 3 meters high. Imagine if it didn't exist. Surfers would be bored, and fishermen would complain about boring water, the debunking. Some believe the full moon causes moonwalking, sleepwalking, or madness. That's literally where the word lunatic comes from. Ha! The ancient Greeks thought the moon drives people crazy. But science says no evidence. Studies show the full moon does not affect crime rates or childbirth. It's a myth busted by statistics. Although, full confession, during a full moon, I sometimes feel like a superhero. Or maybe that's just the coffee. Let's dig deeper into the origin of this stalker. Hidden fact, the moon was born from chaos 4.5 billion years ago. A protoplanet called Theia, about the size of Mars, smashed into Earth. Boom! The debris clumped together and formed the moon. This is the giant impact hypothesis, and it completely debunks the myth of some god carving the moon out of cheese. The evidence? The moon's composition is similar to Earth's mantle, confirmed by samples from the Apollo missions. And size? Diameter 3,474 kilometers, about 1/4 of Earth, but mass? Only 1/81st of Earth. She's light as a feather, but her pull on us, powerful. Now, let's talk about the dark side. Ooh, sounds mysterious, right? Many people think the dark side is, well, always dark. Debunked. Nope, it's just the far side, the side we never see from Earth. Because of something called synchronous rotation, the moon spins on its axis exactly once per orbit. So one face is always staring at us, like a clingy lover. But the dark side gets sunlight too. It has day and night, just like the rest of the moon. First glimpse? The Soviet probe Lunar, 3 in 1959. And in 2019, China's Chang'e 4 actually landed a rover there. What's on the dark side? More craters, fewer seas, those dark basaltic plains. The joke? If aliens are hiding anywhere, the far side of the moon is the perfect spot for a party. No neighbors, no noise complaints. But seriously, what else is lurking out there? Speaking of aliens, oh, this is my favorite debunking moment. Conspiracy theorists scream, "The moon is an alien base. They're spying on us." Fact, in 1835, the New York Sun published The Great Moon Hoax, articles about life on the moon with unicorns and winged humanoids. Millions believed it. Debunked. It was satire, but it became the first fake news in astronomy. And modern theories? Anomalies in photos? Just rocks. Or camera artifacts. NASA says zero evidence. Another. 1. The Apollo landings were fake. Why is the flag waiting? There's no wind in a vacuum, but the flag had a horizontal rod. It's just crumpled, not waving. Shadows are weird because of the uneven terrain. No stars in photos? The camera was exposed for the bright lunar day. Stars are too faint. Debunked. 382 kilograms of moon rocks. Laser reflectors left on the surface, still bouncing beams from Earth today, and the classic Stanley Kubrick filmed it. Ha! Kubrick was a genius, but 1960s technology? He couldn't even keep continuity in The Shining, let alone fake the moon landing. More facts so you don't zone out. There's water on the moon, discovered in 2009 by Chandrayaan-1, India's mission. Ice inside craters, where the sun never shines. Debunking the hype. It's not oceans, it's molecules trapped in the soil. Moonquakes, lunar earthquakes up to 5.5 magnitude, caused by the moon's core, shrinking. The moon is moving away from us. 3.8 centimeters per year. In billions of years, tides on Earth will weaken. Atmosphere, almost NONN. So meteorites hit directly, creating craters like Tycho 86 kilometers wide. The joke, if the moon were a smartphone, it would have zero virus protection, because space rocks just smash right in. Let's not forget its impact on life. The moon stabilizes Earth's axis. Without it, climate would be chaos. Seasons would go crazy. Debunking. Some people blame the moon for tsunamis. Nope. That's Earth's tectonic plates. But in culture, from werewolves to lunar calendars, she's everywhere. Fact, a lunar month is 29.5 days. That's why we have 12 months in a year. Approaching the climax. Why is she a stalker? Because she's connected to us, gravitationally, evolutionarily. But romance or surveillance? Final debunking. Neither. It's physics. It's the beauty of the cosmos. Aliens? If they exist, they're not on the moon. It's too boring for them. Ha! Maybe they're watching us from Mars. Laughing, look, Earthlings think the moon is spying on them. Friends, this was our investigation. Why is the moon your night stalker? Subscribe to Archive of Hidden Facts. Hit like. Drop a comment. What do you think? Is she spying on us? See you next time. In space,